The other day, I told a friend of mine that I was working on a project, something creative, and but I didn't want to share it yet. I didn't want to say anything to anybody about it. And she, so she, kind of the idea being, yeah, I don't want to jinx it, you know. And so she said, "Wow, I didn't. That's superstitious. I didn't know you were superstitious." And I was thinking about that, and no, I'm not. I no, I don't think that's exactly what that is. I'm not superstitious. I mean, you know, if I knock down a salt shaker, I don't have to throw salt over my shoulder. I'm not worried about black cats or walking under ladders. You know, I don't believe in witches, and although I guess maybe I should, that could be a downside. But no, in general, I pretty much stay far away from. From all sorts of superstitious ideas and magical thinking. But this idea that the reason why I didn't want to share it with people, with my friends and other people, is because uh, I believe in the law of attraction, because I believe that all minds are joined, that we are all one, that we are all connected, and that positive energy attracts positive energy and encourages positive energy, and negative energy, pessimistic, cynical, doubtful, you can't do it. Negative energy can attract negative energy and help to attract negative outcomes. Positive energy, positive outcomes. And these are generalizations and simplistic in a way, but I do believe in the law of attraction and these ideas that our thoughts matter. Our energy thoughts matter, and we can and people's can influence us in subtle ways. If they're enthusiastic, that can make us more enthusiastic. If they're not enthusiastic and kind of pessimistic and cynical about something we're doing, then that can kind of leak into our consciousness and maybe cast out into our mind, and then we don't go full force after what we're trying to accomplish. So for me, it's like, yeah, I know there are friends of mine, if I told them what I was doing, they, on one hand, they would be happy for me. But it's very possible that on another hand, at another level, they might be jealous or envious or afraid that if I succeed at this, then maybe I'll go off in a different direction in my life and not hang out with them so much or not appreciate them so much. So on subtle levels, they may try to sabotage my plan. That happens a lot with people who are overweight and try to lose weight, and they're on a diet, they're losing weight, and their friends who are also overweight, that makes them very uncomfortable because they fear that if their friend loses weight, then they'll go off and leave them and abandon them. So they'll say subtle things and not so subtle things like, oh look, are you okay? You look like you're getting too thin. These are subtle ways to deter and derail their friend. They want happiness and joy for their friend, but on another hand, they're scared of the change their friend might go through and how it might affect them. And also, it makes them uncomfortable when other people are changing and growing and doing things proactive and they're not, then it makes them feel bad about themselves. So if they can get their friend back on the path of inertia, of doing nothing, like they do nothing, then they don't have to feel so bad about themselves. So we have an inner critic, that tells us, oh, it can't be done, don't bother trying, it's not going to work out. And that we have to shut up that inner critic. But then there's these critics around us, naysayers, even amidst those who care about us and love us and want to see us succeed. So that's my feeling, is that there's a lot of ambivalence and ambiguity out there in the world. So I don't want to have that leaking out all over me. So I've got something I'm working on. I'll work on it, and there'll be a time when I will be comfortable, revealing it, when it's well formed. And I won't be susceptible to any kind of slings, arrows, negativity of any kind. It won't affect me at that point because I will have accomplished to a large degree the work that I've been working on. So it's not superstition. I think it has to do with, it's a kind of practical, that there's a lot of energy out there, and so on one level, it's important to network and get feedback and brainstorm, and we need people. We need partners and people and advice and guidance. But on the other hand, there's also times, I think, when maybe you should just make sure that you're on your path. You're not going to be deterred. You've moved well along your way towards completing your goal, and then perhaps you share it with others. At least that's my feeling right now. It's not superstition. It's understanding human nature and the law of attraction. All right.